Hey everyone, I don't really have an intro written for this video, so I'm just going to get right into it. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You know, it's the first time I put a decent amount of effort into a video for a while. That sounds bad, but you know. Anyway, this is how I'd rank all the Oasis albums. My opinion, obviously, but you know, if you want to gouge my eyes out, you can do so in the comments. So yeah, I'll see you there. And here's the ranking. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, here we go. So I've ranked this one last because it probably has the weakest songs, album cover, and amount of popularity in general of any Oasis album. It's also fucking boring in my opinion, but anyway, there are a few good songs like the opener, Hindu Times. I do like Hindu Times. It's a bit cheesy, you know. Fucking got fair. Fuck, I don't know. It's just a bit, you know, iffy. Stop Crying Your Heart Out on Little by Little. Or a bit of an accent on heart. But no, I like Stop Crying Your Heart Out on Little by Little. But anyway, there are some songs I actually didn't listen to on this album. I mean, beforehand. I don't really like Probably All in the Mind. It annoys me a bit. A Quick Peep is completely forgettable. I forgot how it goes. Oh, actually, it comes before All in the Mind in the track listing. She Is Love, it's alright. It's better than the others because Noel sings pretty well in this song and the album as a whole. I don't mind Born on a Different Cloud. It's one of the two songs I think were written by Liam on the album. On the subject, I completely forgot to mention Songbird. I fucking love Songbird, man. Better Man, from the part I could be asked to listen to, is okay. That's all. Can't be asked with this album, so let's just move on. After the 30-minute silence, after Better Man. Wait, hang on, I worded that horribly. Basically, there's a secret track after a 30-minute silence at the end of the song, but I don't know why you'd even listen to most of this album anyway, let alone the 30-minute silence. So let's just move on to number 7. So I Can Escape from the Hellhole, that is Heathen Chemistry. Right, number 8, Dig Out Your Soul. This album's alright, you know. I don't really like the opening track, Bag It Up. It's really boring, and I don't like how they've mixed Liam's voice. I like the drum beat at the start of the turning, and I don't mind waiting for the rapture. Some personal favourites though are Shock of the Lightning, which reminds me a little bit of Definitely Maybe era Oasis. I think it's just a fun song to play and sing. And after that you get I'm Out of Time, which is one of the best, if not the best song on the album. And it's written by Liam, actually. Okay, now honestly, it baffles me that the guy who wrote I'm Out of Time is the same guy that wrote Little James. The only other song I really like from this album is Falling Down. The others I either can't be asked to listen to or are just boring. The closing track, Soldier On, is just annoying in my opinion, so let's just move on to number 6. Don't Believe the Truth, the first album I can actually say something positive about. Well, you know, really positive, because I do like this album. I think from this album forward, the albums are solid or great. You know, the last two albums are a bit forgettable, excluding a few songs. So Don't Believe the Truth is a brilliant comeback from the last album, Heathen Chemistry, as it contains mainly really good songs. Turn Up the Sun, I love Turn Up the Sun, one of my favourite album openers on a 2000s Oasis record. And from there you get fucking bangers like Lila, The Importance of Being Idle, which is my favourite song from this album, Guess God Thinks I'm Able, and Let There Be Love. The others I don't really have much to say about, or I can't be asked to listen to them, so let's get on to number 5, which probably would surprise you. You probably didn't expect Be Here Now to be so low, did you? You see, there are a lot of songs in this album that I love, it's just that they either go on for way too long, All Around the World, or are underdeveloped, Faded Out, or are just simply too loud, My Big Mouth, or sort of just mediocre, Magic Pie. I think Do You Know What I Mean is a brilliant song, though it is a bit long. I don't mind it here as it's a good song all the way through. I know I said My Big Mouth was too loud, but I've got to say I still really love the song despite that. Stand By Me, I love that song, but it does overstay its welcome a little bit, you know, it could be shortened. The Girl in the Dirty Shirt is pretty good too. It's another song to have yet a generic comment on though. Fading Out, as I've mentioned, completely underdeveloped. Honestly, just listen to the song live at like the G-Mex or something. Don't Go Away is probably the best song on the album, as it's not too long, isn't too loud, has great lyrics and vibe. And All Around the World. Hang on, I'll give you my opinion, but let me just listen to the song just to remind myself of, kind of how it goes,
One eternity later.
Oh god. Alright, I'm back in. Oh, there's a reprise? Hang on, guys. Let me just check out the reprise.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Alright, in all seriousness, I do actually really like this song, especially live, but it does go on a bit, trust me, it's like 9 fucking minutes. It's a bit of a weird song to comment on, it has good and bad aspects. It's just the good parts are really good and the bad parts are really bad, making it just impossible to talk about it. Anyway, on to number 4.
You better get on your knees and pray. Panic is on the way.
You probably weren't expecting to see this album so high, but I don't care. It's time to make my love public. Out of the 10 songs on Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, I like 7 of them. I love the opener, Fucking in the Bushes. The drums are fucking awesome, but stolen. The guitar riff or solo is really cool too, really fun to play. Go Let It Out is also a really good song. It's got a nice groove to it. I remember someone saying, well, it might have been Noel, saying that Go Let It Out is the closest they got to sounding like the Beatles, which is it's a fair assessment, I suppose. Who Feels Love is pretty good too. I can tell why people wouldn't like it though, I don't particularly like the album version. I think the song works best played live. It's played pretty well at the 2000 Wembley show. Of course, the night Liam wasn't drunk and ruining the show.
If you think I'm over the moon to be here, you're fucking tripping. This is for Bob Geldof. This is for fucking Simple Minds. This is for all these other fucking idiots who stop. But I'm glad you made it. Fucking Live Aid. I bet you wish it was fucking free and all.
Gas Panic is fucking awesome. I love that song. It's played better live, I think, but the album version's really good too. I love the lyrics and vibe of the song. Again, check out Wembley 2000, again, the night where he wasn't drunk.
In and out of it, in and out of show business like that. In and out of it. I ain't no fucking celebrity. I ain't no franny. I ain't no dickhead, man. I'm a rock star. I'm a fucking ass at that. You're a rock star. You're this. You're over here fucking ass. I'm playing Wembley Stadium. And I'm not. I'm doing it with my mates. Time some fucking excitement happened in this fucking shithole ground. What time someone fucking done it proper?
Where Did It All Go Wrong and Sunday Morning Call are pretty good. I do like them. I don't really have much to say though, but I think out of the two, I think I prefer Where Did It All Go Wrong. Oh yeah, and Roll It Over. I love Roll It Over so much. It's no wonder that Liam still sings it to this day. I think that on that album, I think Roll It Over and Gas Panic, I think, are tied first. My favourite song on that album. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on about Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, so let's get on to The Golden Age, starting with...
Sing it loud and sing it proud today. And then dance if you wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance.
Alright, first of all, I was debating whether or not to include this album, as it's just a compilation of B-sides from the Definitely Maybe and Morning Glory era. I think there might be one from Be Here Now on there, but obviously I chose to include it in the end. This album doesn't have a single bad song on it, and in my opinion, it makes you two things, probably. Number one, Noel Gallagher was a brilliant songwriter in the 90s, more so than he is now or ever will be, probably. And two, how and why is The Master Plan a B-side? Oh, and one more thing, they probably have the best version of I'm the Walrus ever recorded here. I'm referring to the performance at the Glasgow Cat House in June 94. And when I say this, I'm including the Beatles version, which I like, but this is just better. And some of my favourite Oasis songs ever are on this album. So you got Underneath the Sky, Fade Away, Listen Up, love Listen Up, listen to the Vancouver version, I think it's January 95. Rockin' Chair, It's Good to Be Free, Head Shrinker, and of course The Master Plan. Honestly, so that is why this album of only B-sides is their third best album. Because honestly, most of Oasis's 90s B-sides are better than any A-side any other band would record. Anyway, on to number 2.
Need a little time to rest your mind. You know you should, so I guess you might as well.
Well, it's the story, Morning Glory. I'm not funny. At this point, I think it's just become cliche to put this album at second place when you're ranking, but you can't really argue much against it when you know what number 1 is. And even so, this album can be described in one word: perfection. There's not a single bad song on this album. Even my least favourite song on this album, Roll With It, is still a brilliant song. I love it. And when you see that video from James Hargreaves' guitar, you're just going to have an existential crisis after every other song. But it's honestly, it's a cool crisis, man. I think the best song on this album is either Morning Glory or Champagne Supernova. And despite how overplayed it is, you can't deny Wonderwall's a brilliant song. Don't Look Back in Anger is iconic, and other songs like Some Might Say, Cast No Shadow, and even Hey Now and She's Electric are all arguably some of the best songs that Noel Gallagher's ever written. And of course, with that section done, I think it's pretty obvious what number 1 is. And as I said, it's become a bit cliche in these kind of listings to put the album I'm about to put above Morning Glory. But honestly, as I said, you can't argue against it. So let's get into number 1, which is...
Baby, you're the same as me. We see things I'll never see. You and I are gonna live forever.
Right, well, it was completely obvious, maybe from the start to some people, but number 1 is definitely maybe. And what, honestly, like... You know, if Morning Glory is perfection, then this is perfection with extra perfection and a cherry on top. This album... It's perfect, again, in all regards. Opening of Rock and Roll Star is absolutely just amazing, right? Shaker Maker, probably my least favourite song on the album, still fucking class. Live Forever, that's all I need to say. Up in the Sky has one of my favourite guitar riffs ever. Columbia's guitar solos are really awesome, especially live as well. I really like the live versions. Supersonic is a song written in a shorter amount of time it takes you to listen to all around the world, and it's absolutely genius. Bring It On Down, criminally underrated. Cigarettes and Alcohol, it's okay. I'll be honest, I do skip this one sometimes. Digsy's Dinner, let's go! Slide Away is the best Oasis song ever recorded, and if you disagree, I will respectfully ask you to leave. Go on. And Married with Children is a very pleasant song to end on, so let's recap. Oh, fuck. I wrote this script in November, so I was going to make a joke about how I failed Nona, but it's December now. Jesus, I think I must have written this literally over a month ago. Anyway. So, I love this album. I think that, I don't know, I didn't actually write an ending. I didn't write an ending or an intro to this video. You can probably go now, actually, if you don't want to hear the last messages. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please do, again, like and subscribe. I would really like that. And for whatever fucking reason, that fucking Nirvana video is almost at 3,000 views. Why? Why does my most shit posty video manage to get 3,000 views? It's just fucking stupid. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that and this. So I'm gonna go get to editing this, which is gonna be soul crushing. But I'm gonna try and get it out before Christmas, or maybe on Christmas. I don't know. But hey, we shall see. I'm gonna be uploading this, I think, hopefully, on the same day as a cover I did a couple days ago on Christmas. So, yeah, I shall leave you to have a good day. Well then, that's about it. Sorry, I keep rambling. Goodbye.